Hello dear students, a warm welcome to everyone. In this video we are going to see about thermal power plant and its working principle. It is actually an important topic, a predominant topic in unit number 4 in B8252 Basic Civil and Mechanical Engineering. So we are going to see about the concept and working principle lies behind thermal power plant and the factors inside the thermal power plant, the advantages and the limitations while operating a thermal power plant going to be seen in this video. Myself, Ashwin M, Assistant Professor Mechanical from King's College of Engineering. So regarding the working principle, the fuel is nothing but your coal. Thermal power plant mainly working under the firing of coal. So the fuel is nothing but coal, lignite, anything. The thermal energy is being absorbed in the boiler and firing which takes place inside the furnace so that heat energy will be evolved. That heat energy is effectively utilized by steam turbine where the heat energy will be converted into mechanical energy, and then the mechanical energy is utilized by generator where the mechanical energy is converted to electricity. The electricity is distributed through distributor proper channels, so distribution line and transmission lines to the industrial lines or residential blocks. So the layout of thermal power plant mainly focus with fuel and ash circuit for handling the fuel and ash. Ash is nothing but the wastage. And then the second one, air and flue gas. Air is nothing but the incoming air. Flue gas is nothing but the smoke created inside the boiler. The third one, water and steam flow circuit. Water is nothing but the inlet to the boiler, and the steam flow is nothing but the output of the steam. Output of the water from the boiler is nothing but the steam. The steam flow and the steam pipelines. So that is called a steam flow circuit. And then finally, cooling water circuit. To reduce the heat of the steam, to convert the steam again into water. So that circuit is called as cooling water circuit. Factors inside the thermal power plant. The coal size must be, the standard coal size is 12 mm. The ash collected inside the thermal power plant would be 22% of the fuel, and ESP, electrostatic precipitator, highly useful in collecting the smoke, the important toxic particles like sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and so on. So looking at the layout of the thermal power plant, coal is unloaded from a yard and is prepared and is sieved inside the coal preparation plant. After that it is stored inside a coal storage unit. After that, coal handling. In the coal handling unit, we use multiple number of belt conveyors that would be going to the boiler. Likewise, from the FD unit, FD is nothing but forced draft. Incoming air is sucked from the atmosphere and it is heated in the air preheater and going to boiler. After that, in terms of water, economizer supplies. Economizer is the device that supplies water. Water is going there, coal is going for air, and then air is coming. So explosion takes place, and the explosion takes place. Due to that, the water becomes steam, and the steam is going to superheater. Superheater, the steam converts the mechanical energy, and then the mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy by means of a generator. So this is the steam production. In the same time, the smoke flue gas, right? The flue gas is going to the superheater. After that, the economizer, and then economizer through air preheater. So the flue gas will be our temperature around 100 degrees Celsius. That 100 degrees Celsius, we can utilize that flue gas through air preheater, through economizer for heating the incoming water. After that, it is going to electrostatic precipitator for sucking out sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide like toxic air, and then it is forced to induce a draft fan, and that fan, through this fan, it is mixed to the atmosphere by means of a chimney. Okay. After that, that steam, the incoming steam, right? That incoming steam must be converted into water. For that, we are using condenser. In that condenser, the condenser is connected to a cooling tower where the water flows, where the water changes its temperature. Then the steam will be converted into water. After that, the water is circulated back to the condenser by means of a pump to the economizer. So the circle continues again and again. The water becomes steam, the steam becomes water, and the process is continuing. So the solid waste, the air waste like sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide have been sucked out by electrostatic precipitator. But at the same time, the solid waste, right? The solid waste is collected into ash handling unit and processed at the ash storage. After that, the ash, remaining ash, right? 22% that fluid, 22% of that fuel that can be used to cement industries and gypsum industries for further packing material. So that is why the ash is disposed like this. Considering with the merits and demerits, it is a portable one. The process steam is utilized completely. The life is considerably more when compared with other power plants. It is flexible under heavy load variations. The maintenance cost is also very low. Comparing the demerits, it has a very more important parameter of demerit, that is more water consumption. The consumption of water is high here. The cold ash handling is difficult. If you make a mistake, means it will completely collapse the entire system. The space for the power plant is more space is needed for that, and then more labor needed. Labor and the labor work, the shift timing, because the timing will be 24/7 continuous operation, so more labor needed. So the selection of power plant is highly dependent on water availability. Proper disposal of ash is very important, and the area must be away from residential areas. It is not suitable for residential areas due to its high pollution and radiation. Okay, these are the probable things that can be explained in working principle of thermal power plant. In the upcoming videos, we used to discuss about various power plants in the following videos. So please watch the video completely, and please like the content, share the content, and put your comments in the comments box. Thank you.